your life a billboard. And the dragon was enraged with the woman, and he went to make war with the rest of her offspring, who keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. Revelation 12, verse 17. The devil seems to have two key weapons in his arsenal: deception and fear. If his lies fail to woo you away from God, then he resorts to fear and coercion, hoping that you will not have the courage to remain faithful in the face of imminent threat. Ever since the fall, the human race has been following in his footsteps, using precisely the same weapons. Consider the case of oppressive totalitarian regimes. Most of them rise to power on a wave of propaganda, crafting a national narrative in such a way that they begin to appear as the only hope for a bright future. Both the USSR and German authoritarians of the 20th century used propaganda effectively to construct new national myths, ideological frameworks in which people would rationalize supporting restrictive governments. Those who disagreed with them would face punitive measures, social isolation, torture, and ultimately death. But death is preferable to slavery. Underneath the strong-arm tactics of totalitarians lie a deep-seated sense of fear. The truth, or fact, does not need to resort to coercion because it can bear careful scrutiny. But a lie, it quickly falls apart. Even if nobody says anything, the simple life of someone who bucks the system can speak volumes against the regime. The devil does not persecute those who keep God's commandments simply because they are on the other side. He tries to eliminate them because their lives highlight the truth of God's kingdom and prove him the liar. Satan has expended considerable energy trying to make God appear malevolent. In some circles, God is even made to bear the lion's share of the blame for human crimes. Unfortunately, to an extent, the devil has a point. Christianity is to blame for the atrocities of the Dark Ages. But that happened because we failed to keep God's commandments and demonstrate his character. The impact was profound. We still find it difficult to explain away the dark past. But imagine the impact of living rightly in the last days. Keeping God's commandments shows the world what God really is like. And that is why the devil hates it. It exposes him for who he is. The lives of commandment-keeping people prove that Satan is the liar and the murderer who cannot be trusted. Today, you can make sure your life is a billboard for the truth about God.